Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back. This is week 2 for our online learning. How did you like this week? I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed getting to talk to some of you guys, and we've gotten to meet on our live meets. I hope you'll join us on Mondays. We're trying to do it at 6 o'clock in the evening, so if y'all are home, I'd love to have you on there to say hello and just kind of check in. I thought what we may keep doing last week on Monday, I got a lot of you guys who said that you really enjoyed having the book read aloud, the one where we did the giving tree. So I thought we'd just do it again this week. And this week I picked a different kind of story, and it's called Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. And it was just one of those books that really kind of, I thought, might be the way you're feeling. I know some of us are very aggravated that things can't just be like they always have been. Things aren't exactly normal, but that's okay. And I hope you're finding some joy in what you're doing at home. And I hope that you're getting to spend some time with your family and find the silver lining. But I thought this would be a funny little book for us to read together. And then you're going to have some questions at the end. Now, last week we worked on comprehension, where we are working on understanding what we read and asking and answer questions. This week we're working on cause and effect. Now remember, cause and effect is something that happens because of something else. The cause made it happen. For example, if I put my book too close to the edge of the desk, it's going to fall into the floor. So my cause was because I put it too close to the edge, it falls into the floor. So I want you to be thinking of some cause and effects that you can find in this story. Okay, you're going to have to pick out 3 cause and effects. So if you want to pause the story now, you could pause it, go get you a piece of paper and a pencil, and then come back. And as you see a cause and effect in the story, you could pause it, write it down. Okay, that's the wonderful thing about online. You can work at your own pace. You can pause it and do anything you need to do, and then come right back. Okay, so get comfortable, sit back, and just enjoy our story as we read together. Okay, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Have you ever had one of those days? Lily Grace had one the other day. Everything just tore her up. She cried, woke up, just wasn't feeling good, wanted to go see her friends, and mommy wouldn't let her go see her friends, and she missed school, and it was just a horrible, no good day. But you know what? When she went back to bed and woke up the next day, she had a wonderful day. Sometimes we just need a bad day to get it out of our system, and that's okay. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. And I mean, look at his face. Does it not just look like it's going to be a horrible day? Goodness. And I think I saw some cause and effects on that page. Maybe. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I am going to be carsick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Trying to kind of show you all these pictures. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of a sailboat better than my picture of an invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who even needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend and that I was only his third best friend. Try to get over here where you can see. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. Whew, that wasn't very nice. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off of the cone part and lands all the way in Australia. A little ugly. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's, let me get over here where you can see, in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds. And Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles at the top. And guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Poor Alexander. That's what it was. Because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity, but just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy. And then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, I told everybody. No one even answered. So, then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes, but then the shoe man said we're all sold out. They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. Poor little guy. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate lima beans. And there was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. My bath was too hot, and I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas, and I hate railroad train pajamas. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not with me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are just like that. Even in Australia. And I know that was just kind of a fun little story for us to get our week started this week. But, you may be having some bad days. And I just wanted to remind you guys that it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to be aggravated about not getting to see each other, not getting to go see our friends. But if you'll wake up and you'll put a smile on your face, and if you'll wake up and you'll try to find some good in it, I know that you can have a better day. Okay. Don't be like Alexander. Don't wake up and just name it a bad day. Wake up and name it a good day. Say, I'm going to have a good day, and find you something beautiful and wonderful in each day. Okay. Now, I want you to find me some cause and effects in this story. Okay. 3 cause and effects. Okay. Maybe because of this, Alexander was upset, or because of that, Alexander was upset. Okay, I want you to name me 3 cause and effects, and we're going to study those a little bit more this week. Later on in the week, we're going to study, and I'm going to show you a couple things that have to do with cause and effect. But I just thought doing a little read aloud and letting you spot some cause and effect, since we have studied these before, would be a good way to get the week started. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you and I miss you so much. Bye-bye.